Hello everyone. In this video we will look SIR model, that means susceptible, infectious and recovered model, and we will then develop a MATLAB and Python code to do the simulations. So let's start. So as I have told earlier that I will be telling you how you can simulate a simple epidemic model, and we will study a susceptible, infectious and recovered models. So the first model that was for influenza epidemic was given by Kermack and McKendrick, and it is popularly known as susceptible, infectious and recovered model. What are susceptible? That means that a population, those who can get disease is called as susceptible. What are infectious? Those populations who are infected are called as infectious. And what is recovered? The person who become recovered from the disease, they are called as recovered class. So they divided the population into three compartments: susceptible, infected and recovered, and they assumed that the infected individual transmits infection to the susceptible individual with the mean transmission rate lambda, and at the end of the infectious period the infection becomes recovered, and we take a standard incident rate as lambda si, and the overall recovery rate is given by gamma I. So this is a pictorial representation which is showing that how susceptible is going to the infected class as they come in contact with the infection person. The susceptible population who can catch infection get transferred into the infected class, and after they become recovered they go to the recovered class. So for this scenario we have this simple coupled differential equation. Here you can see that the rate of change of susceptible population is equal to this is a recruitment rate. That means that the rate at which the individuals are entering into the susceptible class. This lambda is a transmission rate, and this mu is a natural death rate. So as we can see that when an infected person is coming in contact with susceptible, they are catching the infection at the rate lambda, and then this class is transferred from S to I. And similarly here, when infection population is getting recovered, this is at the rate gamma. It is converting from I, it is going from class I to R, and this I have already told that these all mu's are representing the natural death rate. So what is the aim of today's class is that we will learn how to simulate coupled differential equation if we have some initial condition, like we know S naught at the initial time, if we know I naught at the initial time, and if we know R naught at the initial time. We wish to see what will happen after say 200 days or 1 year. So obviously for designing this model we have made certain assumptions. So what are the assumptions? We considered that the population is large with the fixed recruitment rate which is given by A, and the latent period is 0. That means that whenever the population is coming in contact with the infectious person, they start showing the symptom immediately. There is no latent period. Latent period means the period when we get infection and the time when we start to show the symptom, but here we consider that latent period is 0, and after recovery individuals become immune, and only a proportion lambda of the contact between susceptible and infectives results in infection. That means that all the people, those who come in contact with infected, are not getting only the proportion lambda is getting the infection. So with these assumptions we have this differential equation, this coupled differential equation, And now we are going to see how to run the code in MATLAB and Python. So firstly I will show you the MATLAB code. So here we have given firstly all the values of the parameters. So these values of parameter depends upon the situation and of course on the disease. So these I have considered it as hypothetical, but whenever you want to model some kind of disease, these parameters are very important that you choose from the dynamics of the disease, otherwise your future prediction will be wrong. Now what is this I am taking t from 0 to 200 and I have taken the step size as 0.1. And what is this h? This h, if you look at this h, this is nothing but I have written my coupled ODs. As A is recruitment rate, this is L, which I took for lambda. I have given it as the transmission rate as 1.3. This is gamma, which is the recovery rate, I have taken as this, and this is a natural death rate. So I have written all these differential equations over here, where y1 means that this is I am talking about S, y2 means I, and this y3 means R. So these are the differential equation, the three coupled differential equation, and this have been separated by this semicolon. So you need to write down your differential equations over here, and then you need to call ODE45. This is an inbuilt function in MATLAB that solves the stiff differential equation. So you know that this ODE45 takes H, which contains the differential equation, the time discretization, that is from 0 to 200, and this is the initial condition. Since there are three equations, we need to give the three values, three initial condition. This is for S naught, this is for I naught, and this is for R naught, and this will generate a figure. So first I am plotting time with respect to my first variable, that is S, and this is denoting the color. Then I want to plot my infection graph on the same figure. So this one will plot the infection with the red color. Then again hold on, this command will plot the recovered with the green color, and these are the labeling and the legends. So now what we will do, we will copy paste this MATLAB code in our software MATLAB, and then we will run and see what happens. So now I have copy pasted the code in MATLAB. You can see the code is same as what I have shown in my PPT. So now I will run this code from going to this run button, and you can see that here in the command window I will get the population size. So this last which is highlighted in blue color is showing that what will be the population at time 200, because our last time was 200. So now we can see this figure. This green color is for recovered, this red color is for infection, and this blue color is for susceptible. This blue color is going down towards 0. This is showing that the entire susceptible population will get infection and will get recovered, because you can see that this susceptible is going to 0. This clearly indicates that all the population will get the disease and they will go to the recovered class. And after 200 days you can see that what is the scenario, that after 200 days we have still 74 infected cases left. So with the help of the simulation we can know what will be the future scenario or what interventions we can take to control the disease. Now for the same problem, or you can say the same coupled differential equations, we will run the Python code. So I will just show you the code over here. These are the libraries you need to import. This is for plotting, this is for arrays, and this is for solving your coupled differential equation. So again here what I have done, I have given the parameter values the same as I have given in MATLAB code. And now you define the model. So here you will write your differential equation in this form. This is my differential equation for S, this is for I, and this is for R. And here, as you can see that I have defined a function that is named as model y comma t. So this is saying that I need to divide, or I have arrays of y, and where I have given s variable to y0, I variable as y1, and r as y2. Now what I will do, I will return these three values, and then here I have given the initial condition, and again here I have declared tm as a variable, which is again dividing. This is for time 0 to 200, and it has 2000 points in between 0 to 200. Now again what we need to do, we need to call this ODInt, which is an inbuilt function in Python for solving the differential equation. So this is taking the model as its input argument. This is an initial condition, and this is time. So what we need to do, we need to now separate each of the components. So S is taking what? It is taking the first component that is given by 0. This is showing you that take all the rows, colon means all the rows, and 0 column. So it will give it to S variable, and then it is for infection, it will give it to the all the values which is stored in YOD in the second column will be stored in I variable, and all the values that are in the third column will be stored in the R variable. So now we will plot the graph. So this is labeling, for labeling, and then this is mainly for plotting all the components S, I and R with different color. This is for blue, red and green. So now again we will copy paste this in Colab, that is by Google. I have now opened Colab from Google, and then I have pasted the code which I have shown you in PPT. So when I run this code, I will see that I am getting the result that is given by MATLAB. You can use any either MATLAB or Python in whichever you are comfortable to see the or to simulate epidemic models with much more higher complexity also. This I have shown you for a simple epidemic model, but as you know, in the current scenario of coronavirus, you can incorporate all the kinds of reality in the model, and then you can get a future predictions about how the coronavirus will spread, and you can also model that what will be the direction of the spread, how large the outbreak will be, and what interventions you can take to curb this coronavirus disease. So it's up to you. You can use different assumptions, you can make your model more robust, and then you can simulate your model to see what will happen in the future. So I will end this video over here. Thank you.